General. And now I move on to another animal which I do love, and that is dogs. In 24, I wrote and sought some meetings with the minister responsible in relation to, I'm not going to attempt to say this, but in relation to IGP. And I'll make sure Hansard gets a copy of this, but I can't even try to say it, but it's International Gebrauchen Prüfung. It's a form of dog sport training, and initially it was included as one of the features of this bill. And I've worked closely with the individuals who work in this area and tried very hard to ensure that they were indeed exempt from some of the provisions that are in here. I'm very, very pleased to say, and I'll take this opportunity to just mention Dr. San Pedersen, working German Shepherd and Dog Sports Club of Australasia, Mr. Phil Triandafalou, President of Working Dog Federation of Australia, Mr. Matthew Heyman, President of Adelaide Sport Dog Club Incorporated, who first raised this issue with me and who I advocated with in relation to ensuring that these dogs weren't included in the realm of issues that we're canvassing here. I had the good fortune of going out and allowing one of these to see how this dog sport works in practice. I had one bite onto the leather grip on my arm, and they're exceptionally talented animals. And so I'm very, very pleased that the Minister on the 3rd of the 9th in 24 wrote to me. I will seek leave to table that letter, Mr. Acting President, indicating that the dog sport in question, the IGP dog sport, will be excluded from the definition of attack trained dog because they're not attack dogs.
You're seeking leave?
I am seeking leave, Mr. Acting President.
Leave is sought. Is leave granted? Leave is granted.
Thank you. I do note that instead what we all agreed was that there would obviously be guidelines that councils have for consideration of relevant dog history involved in attacks that can be recorded. So if there is a dog attack and the dog in question happens to be, we don't anticipate that it will be, but it happens to be an IGP trained dog, and that will be duly recorded so that we can actually keep track of dog attacks and indeed ensure that there isn't any increased risk of IGP trained dogs being involved in these sorts of attacks. I haven't had a single case raised with me where one of these dogs has been involved in an attack, and the bottom line is, as I said, people actually invest a lot of money in these dogs, Mr. Acting, a lot of money in these dogs, and they treat them as family members. They are very well looked after, they're very well trained, but they are certainly not trained to be attack dogs. So I'm pleased with that outcome, exceptionally pleased, and I'm very thankful to the Minister and her department for taking this issue on board, for sitting and listening to the representations that have been made, and for ultimately excluding them from the remit of this bill as was originally drafted. I do note that Victoria is looking also at this issue and I think is looking patiently to this bill passing in South Australia, so before they consider similar reforms in their jurisdiction in relation to their animal welfare laws or their dog and cat management laws or whatever they're debating at the moment, but specifically in relation to the treatment of IGP dogs and ensuring that they are appropriately labelled for what they are. So with those words, Mr. Acting President, I thank the Minister for all her collaboration and